I love this show. I love it. It's one of my favorites.
Wow. Well, you know, the theater season continues rolling with West Side Story, a contemporary adaptation of Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet, here at the Hippodrome. Now, the production first took stage in 1957 and remains a must-see today. And if you don't believe me, ask Megan.
It's the best.
She is smiling like a little kid. It's so cool. Well, Mike Boland, who plays Officer Krupke, joins us this morning to talk about this production. Been going on now for more than 50 years, still going strong. Welcome to Baltimore.
Thank you very much.
Tell us about this, being a part of such a historic production.
Well, it is historic, and I think that when you're in the cast, you feel like you're part of something that has a legacy, and that's really something that makes us proud.
Now, as you were saying, you've been touring with this now for 7 months, is that correct?
7 months, right.
17 cities.
In or around that, yeah.
Close enough. Almost 20 cities. How about that?
That sounds good.
Does the reception vary from city to city?
Well, it does. It really does. I find that I think the closer we are to the East Coast, the more we get a response out of the audience that we get used to. It's an East Coast story. It's set on the Upper West Side of Manhattan in 1957, and I think it has an East Coast feel to it. But they get it, and they get it everywhere. But I think that they respond more vocally as we get closer to the city.
And it's also a timeless love story, of course, an adaptation of Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet. Your thoughts on your role in this? You play Officer Krupke, and you told me before we ever started this is a non-singing role.
That's right. So
what's your role?
Well, I'm the authority. I'm the opposition to these gangs. It's a story of two rival gangs, right, and this tragic love story. And if there's no cop, there's no tragedy, and there's no conflict. I play the guy who, I think when you think of West Side Story, you know, Tony, Maria, Bernardo, Riff, and all of them, but Krupke's somewhere in there where that famous song, Officer Krupke, Krupp You, and I play the opposition.
You're the balance between the jets.
Yeah, I like to think so.
Yeah, that's it. He's the balance. He is a balance. Now, you've been performing here at the Hippodrome, started on the 13th, going through the 24th.
That's right.
What are your impressions of that theater? Because many people here, I'll tell you, I went for the first time myself about 6 months ago. Blown away. I think it's absolutely gorgeous.
It's a beautiful theater. It's intimate, which you don't necessarily expect when you see from the outside because it looks really huge. But the balcony is close. The audience is right there. You can see the faces if you're looking for that, which we're not supposed to do. But you can't help yourself at the curtain call.
I do have to ask this because when you're in that moment and you've got a sold-out house and you're in the moment of your character and you're Krupke, what are you looking at? I mean, what do you guys? Because a lot of times there's that connection made with the audience, but it's through action, not through eye contact.
True. Well, I'm fortunate that in my scenes I have a really talented cast of characters around me, and my job is just to really connect with them. But you feel the audience. You can definitely feel the audience, especially after a big number, right, when they respond. And we had a student matinee last week where the kids were unbelievable. I just want to say that they were so responsive and so in the moment. It really carried us through.
All right, Mike Boland, he plays Officer Krupke.
Real pleasure.
West Side Story, there's a graphic for you right there. It's at the Hippodrome. Now through Sunday, 7 shows remaining. Websites for you to check out. Go check this one out, Megan. She's grinning from ear to ear like a young girl. One of her favorites. Seen it myself. Great show. Check it out. Megan?
I do love it. I think it's fantastic.